Ray from Philly, LA, a man with a mission. He's got the passion, fueled by ambition. With a YouTube channel, taking the lead, talking about baseball cards, planting the seed. He's got the knowledge, he knows every team from the Yankees to the Reds. It's his baseball train, unboxing, reviewing. He's got the goods, Ray from Philly.
Hey, sports cards fans, Ray from Philly here, and welcome to the Baseball Card Hall of Fame ballot once again. I'm joined by a guest that I had on last year, Chris Sewall from Baseball Card Collector Investor Dealer, in that order. Chris, thank you and welcome once again for being on this year.
No, thank you, man. Second year and honored.
It's a
Honored.
lot of fun, yeah.
Very cool. Very cool that you're doing this. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, and we're going to go over Chris's ballot this year for his 10 picks to get into the Hall of Fame. And if he has suggestions, Chris, feel free. Definitely, I welcome everyone's suggestions. We were talking before we came on, and I'm getting tons of suggestions, and it's getting overwhelming. All the influx of emails and people posting about what cards they want to see on last year. It's been a lot of fun. So without further ado, we're just going to get right to it. And
how are you going to run through it? You want to run through it card by card, or
you could tell me which one you're picking. Did you already vote, or you're going to just tell me what you voted for, or you're going to vote
I have
after?
I have my picks, but I haven't submitted a vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could do it anytime.
Sure.
So I'm just going to go over to people. Like, this is the 7th annual voting. Started April 15th. It ends next Monday, May 13th. And I'll do a show on the 15th presenting the cards. 40 total cards are on the ballot each year. 15 of the 40 cards are new additions. That means 10 get voted in and the bottom 5 get bumped off. So each year there's going to be 15 new cards on the ballot. And boy, here we go. Starting right off. 1887 Old Judge. Go ahead, Chris.
I was going to ask, what were the 5 cards that got bumped off last time? Do you know off the top of your head?
Last year, don't have that list in front of me.
Yeah.
But we were discussing beforehand, like, about how I do have some cards that were bumped off a couple years ago that have made it back on this year. Okay. And you'll see that on the slideshow. Well, like, for example, this card, the first card, it says new. This is the first time it's ever on. Or it's going to say new returnee. So it's a new card, but it's a card that's being returned.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to see that as well.
Okay.
So so the first card is the 1887 N172 Old Judge, Kid Nichols.
Okay, so I did not vote for this. Looking over who's in now, there's 61. Why are there 61? There's 61 cards in the hall now.
There's one card one year that was tied.
Oh, cool. Okay. So yeah, 60. I feel like the 1800s are underrepresented because they only got one 1800 card. But yeah, this would not be one that I would choose from the 1800s.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Card number 2. This is a new card, as we have. It says on the bottom, top left there. It's the 1909-11 T206 Walter Johnson portrait card.
Also did not choose this one. T206 is already, well, they got 3 in there at the moment. Yeah, I think there's 2. It's too crowded in the T206 world.
Fair enough. Next is the 1909 Philadelphia Caramel E95 Hannes Wagner card.
Yeah, this one I did not vote for. This one. This one didn't strike me as not yet.
Right.
I mean, all these cards are amazing, so it's not like
I know. This is the second year this card's been on the ballot. Last year was his first. And here's a popular card. This card's been on the ballot since the beginning. Yeah. 1909 Ramley Walter Johnson.
So this is my first vote. Yes, Walter Johnson. He has to be represented as one of the best pitchers of all time, and I think this is his. I don't know if it's his most famous, but I think this is his most attractive card.
I mean, the artwork for a card that's over 100 years old like this is just impeccable.
Yeah,
it's really awesome.
It's amazing. I actually, side note, I went to Walter Johnson High School. He, which was named after him. He lived like a block from my school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Learn something new. I tell you, I swear. This card's been on, as some people might not know, I started this in 2018. That was the first year, and this card's been on since day one, and it's creeping up the ladder each year. So
Okay.
it's doing well.
Yeah, Walter Johnson doesn't have a card in yet, right? Yeah, no. Yeah.
Nope, not yet.
Ah, man.
And this is a second year card that's been on the ballot. The T206 Cleveland Glove Shows Cy Young, and he doesn't have any cards in the Hall of Fame either.
I know that kind of like the Walter Johnson, you have to have Cy Young represented at some point, but again, too many T206s at the moment. It doesn't like it's not even one of the top 4 cards in the set.
Right.
So I
I've been
didn't
getting people suggest his T206, the other one, the portrait one, more so than this. So
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is card number 6. It's the 1909-11 T206 Trish Speaker.
Same thing. There's too many like all these T206s should get in eventually, but when you only have 10 votes and we already have a bunch, I guess there's only 3 in so far, but yeah, I didn't vote any T206s.
Right.
Including the Sherry Maggie or Maggie.
Well, it's McGee, but this one is Maggie because it's the error card, and this
Yeah.
is the first year this has ever been on the ballot as well. Great card. It started that craze of the error nut craziness, but so that's a no on this one,
It's
definitely.
knowing that, although if I was to vote for a T206, it would be this one. I'm thinking, yeah, the famous cards from that set in order are Wagner. I would say exactly what you have: Wagner, Cobb, Plank, 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Those are already in. I think this is probably 4. So this would be the next one I would vote, but no, I didn't vote for this year.
Gotcha. First year on the ballot, the Cracker Jack Christy Mathewson card.
Amazing card. It does not strike me as a. No, I didn't vote. Amazing card, but what am I supposed to knock it?
It's a great card. I mean, he's in the 15 set as well, but
Yeah,
it's the first year on the ballot for the Christy Mathewson.
yeah.
And we'll go to card number 9.
Mathewson also. Oh no, Mathewson is represented. He's got the
Yeah, he's got
205.
the gold border.
So the Gehrig, this
Mhm.
probably belongs. I did not vote for it. We already have 2 Gehrigs in. This is sort of recently become his most recognized rookie. So I don't know that it quite has the history there for me. I'm not a
Mhm.
fan of exhibits in general, so I didn't vote for it, even though
Right.
it's sort of become more important in the hobby recently.
It's a tough set to predict. I mean, it's starting to build some popularity in the past few years. That being the exhibit sets.
Yeah.
But if this gets in, it should be the first exhibit card ever
Oh yeah,
getting
no
in.
exhibit. Yeah, it would be
Yeah, it's starting to get popular.
yeah.
But the card number 10, new card on the set in the list, I mean, is the 33 Gowdy Jimmy Fox card.
So this is my second pick. I put this in. So yeah, Gowdy's 33 Gowdy's a little bit like the T206, right? There's a lot of them. I mean, probably should have like 10, but to me, Jimmy Fox was a top 10 hitter of all time. He's got to be represented. This, I think, is his most famous card.
Yeah, there's 3 in there now. There's the 33 Gowdy Lou Gehrig, the 33 Gowdy Napoleon Lajoie,
And the Ruth.
and one of the Roofs card 144.
Right. So
So
if you were to say like if you're only going to count one Ruth and say what's the next most famous, it's probably Gary. It's probably Gary. You already got Gary. Yeah, it's probably. I mean, I don't know. Fox might be next.
it would probably be, in my opinion, Fox. I mean, yeah, Gehrig has 2 Gowdies and
Ruth has 4. Yeah.
Ruth has 4. So if you take Ruth and Gehrig out, probably Fox.
Yeah. I
After
mean,
that.
yeah.
So, and that was a no, right, on this one?
No, that's a yes. Yes.
Oh,
for
it's
me
a
on
yes,
Fox.
yes. All right, so that's your second pick.
That's my second pick.
And new card in this year's ballot, the 32 U.S. Caramel Rogers Hornsby. There was just no Hornsby cards ever on a ballot. He's never been on a ballot.
He's never been on the ballot.
Yeah,
Amazing card. It doesn't quite fit the criteria because, like, I wouldn't even say it's the most important card from that set.
right.
But you're right. At some point, Hornsby's got to be in. But yeah, no, I didn't vote for this on this.
Did you
year.
have any suggestions on a Hornsby? Because some
No,
people,
well, I mean, so yeah, it's 33 Gowdy. I mean, I think it's 33 Gowdy's is
yeah,
most famous, but I don't
He
know.
has
That's
two
way down the list.
Galleys.
Yeah, he's
He
two,
has
right?
one where
One's
he's
a
standing
manager.
on the steps like a manager,
Yeah,
and another one where he's fielding, and people
right.
have been requesting the fielding one, which is a great card.
I, I mean, this is a great card too here, and it's actually 1 year earlier. But I think the 33 Gaudi is just going to be more famous for most players.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
Okay. Card number 12, shocker, another 33 Gaudy Dizzy Dean card.
yeah. I didn't vote for Dizzy Dean. It's a
Okay.
great card. He has very few cards, so that also adds to his.
Yeah, he doesn't have too many.
That adds to this card's significance. But yeah, I think if we're not putting Hornsby and Speaker and Cy Young in yet, then Dizzy Dean
Then
doesn't get in
Dizzy
yet.
Dean's now.
Yeah. This is a definite yes. This was
Yeah.
maybe my number one pick. Wow.
34 Gaudy Hank Greenberg.
Yeah, is this the first year for this card?
No, this card has been on, and it's doing very well. It's growing in popularity each year. So no, this card's been on for a little while now.
Yeah, this one was an easy yes for me.
I
Yeah.
love this card too. I kind of prefer the 34 Gaudy set over the 33 because of the Lou Gehrig Says banner at the bottom. Just really, I don't know, kind of adds to the beauty of that set. They're both
Totally with you.
nice.
Aesthetically, the 34 is I like a lot more.
Yeah.
The 33 is just has the checklist.
Yeah, it's kind of plain, and this looks like
Yeah.
it's just a nicer set.
Yeah, for sure.
Number 14, first year on the ballot, 41 play ball Ted Williams.
My favorite of the play ball Williams cards. But no, he's already got 2 cards in, right?
He
He's got
has
39 play ball and the
and the
54 Bowman.
54 Bowman.
Yeah.
Correct.
This will get in eventually, but not this year for me.
Gotcha. Card number 15. First year this card's on the ballot. 49 Bowman Satchel Paige.
It's funny. This is his least good card, right?
Yeah. He only's got 3 though.
This is his worst card.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And are the other 2 already in?
Yeah. The Leaf card and the 53 Tops are
yeah.
in.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. This would be, I think, the third out of those.
Right.
So it doesn't make it. I mean, amazing card, but yeah, not yet.
Gotcha. Number 16. Now, this was a story we talked about before. This card, and that's the 49 Bowman Roy Campanella. It's new, but it's technically a returning new. This card was on the ballot a couple years ago, got bumped off. It was in the bottom 5%. It's back on this year. Your thoughts on the Campanella rookie?
Campanella is, I voted for it, yes. It's a key rookie of an all-time great catcher and an underrated historical player, I would say.
I agree.
Yeah.
Hence why he's back on the ballot.
Yeah. This one makes it. Yeah. Is it the first? Yeah, it'd be the first 49 Bowman. There's no 49 Bowman cards there yet.
No, there is not. No, there is no 49 Bowman cards in there.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he would certainly behind Jackie Robinson from that set, but
right.
I'm sure Robinson's got the Leaf, of course.
Next up, 49 Leaf or 48, whichever you want to call it. First year on the ballot, Warren Spahn.
Didn't vote for this. I mean, they're all worthy cards, of course. But again,
Yep.
this wouldn't even be in the top 5 best cards from the set, right?
Right.
I mean, might not even be like the top 10.
Right. It's such an awesome set.
I know. It's a ridiculous set. Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the Satchel is in there and the Jackie Robinson's in there.
Yeah. And then there's a slew of Hall of Fame rookies.
Slow.
Musial and yeah.
Yep. Love the Musial with the blue background, by the way. That's a great card.
Yeah.
Interesting card here. Now, it's the 1950 Tolateros Josh Gibson. Now, I had this on the ballot because this is the greatest player never to play in the major leagues, in my opinion. And this is the closest card to his playing days. He passed away in 1947. And this is it. I mean, if anyone's looking for a playing days card close to it, it's this one.
So I wouldn't have even known what this was. And similar to the Sadahara O, those are both, I mean, when you say, I mean, I'm guessing this is just ridiculously rare.
I've never even seen this in person.
That's, yeah, me too. And So I didn't vote for it for kind of those reasons because I just don't know enough about it
Right.
to be able to say. But that's pretty amazing what you just said, though.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why cards like this are on there. It's to show people and kind of educate, like somewhat, like cards like this that are people of players like this that never played in the majors is just,
Yeah,
so rare.
yeah.
Card number 19 on the ballot, 53 Bowman, Mickey Mantle. Now, Mantle has 4 cards in there, and there is a rule that the player can't have more than 5. So if this card gets in, it would be his 5th. I'm getting an overwhelming sense of people that are telling me to raise that number from 5 to higher because certain players have way more than 5 great cards, which is true. So that is something that I'm contemplating on increasing for next year, maybe go from 5 to 8, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, Mantle has, of course, his 51 Bowman, 52 tops, 53 tops, and 56 tops.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was very aware of that rule, and for that reason, I'm not voting for any Mantle card. He's got enough. I mean, you could put them all in there, right? But
he's got so many.
we'll leave him out for
And
now.
that was one of the reasons why I had done that is because I
Yeah,
didn't want it to be the Mickey Mantle,
right.
Babe Ruth show. I was trying to, but I mean, it is what it is. There's certain players that just generate a lot of cards and they have a lot of cards. So it's something that I might think about next year. But moving on to number 20, first year on the ballot, 52 tops, Andy Pafko. Everyone knows the story about this one.
So this was really close for me. This I did not vote for it. It would have been one of the next ones I voted for.
Okay.
Um, very important historical card, number one card in the first major top set.
Right.
But I didn't vote for it. I mean, basically, it's more of an obscurity, I think, than I mean,
Yeah.
it deserves it, but it's Andy Pafko. I don't even know anything about his career.
Right.
It's more like significant, like if it had been like a PSA 9,
Hmm.
then it like would make it.
Right.
But it's actually but it's not hard to find in low grade. So
No, it's not.
yeah,
Card number 21, popular card. This is, I think, the third year on the ballot, and that's the 54 Wilson Franks Ted Williams card.
another one that would have been really close, but didn't make my top 10 this year.
Wow.
I actually sort of made a point not to vote for any 50s cards
Okay.
because the 50s are way overrepresented. Not that they don't deserve to be,
Right.
but I think like a third of the Hall of Fame is 50s cards. So I was like, you know what? Let's ease up on the 50s.
I'm looking at it now, and you're right. There's 19 cards in here from the
Yeah, yeah.
50s.
Well, and they all deserve it. It's not like there's any bad picks
Right.
there, but
Right.
yeah, I was like, okay, let's try to even out the playing field a little bit.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Coming up.
so that means I had to leave off my boy Brooks here.
It's
Which
tough, isn't it? It's not
yeah,
easy,
no,
man.
this
It's
was
really
another
tough.
one that would have been close, but yeah. Is Frank Robinson? Yeah, Rob. Okay,
Frank's in there. Yeah, he
yeah,
got in 2020, 4 years ago.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Next year, Brooks. uh,
58 tops Maris rookie.
yeah, this one wasn't close for me. Great card, of course. Not to me a super important card compared
Right.
to others on this list.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
And new card, we were just mentioning the 59 Menko Doyoshu Sadahara O.
same thing as the Josh Gibson.
Nice looking card though, isn't it? I mean, I like the
Beauty,
green background. It's a beautiful
really
card.
nice looking card. Yeah.
Coming up.
Is it a blank back? Or do you know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
have to look.
Yeah.
First year on the ballot, 65 top Steve Carlton rookie card.
Worthy of being on the ballot. I know he's Philly for you. He doesn't make my top 10 this year.
Oh,
Sorry, man.
that's all right.
Yeah.
Great card. First year on the ballot.
Yeah.
Here's a returnee, the 67 tops Tom Seaver rookie card.
This one does make my list. I voted for it. 67 Seaver. Very important card. High number. I mean, this might be, one of the most valuable cards from the 60s. But I'm trying to think behind the Ryan and Pete Rose or something.
I would say this is right there after Ryan and Rose.
Maybe a Mantle or two are in there, but
Yeah,
um,
of course.
this is a important card and a
Do
tough
you
card.
do you own this card? I'm looking to get this card this year.
I do. Yeah.
It's
I
a
have
great
a
card.
PC Seaver. Yeah.
And that's your 5th.
Yep.
Another Seaver. This is second year. A lot of people like this because it's his first solo card. Rookie Trophy Cup, 68 tops, Tom Seaver.
Yeah, this one doesn't make it for me. Just
Right.
not enough room.
I have a feeling this next one, 68 tops, 3D, Roberto Clemente.
So this one didn't. I did not vote for this. Oh, that's a stunner for you.
Yeah, that's a very
It's very rare. I actually sort of learned about it fairly recently, which almost is a knock against it from my standpoint.
right.
As
Well,
in,
I
like,
didn't know neither until I started this Hall of Fame cards
oh
thing a
yeah,
few years ago. I mean, people were suggesting this, and then as the research became more and more that I was looking in, I was like, wow, this card is way up there in value. It's
yeah,
rare. There's no high graded ones. It's mostly 4 and 5s because of the cracking of the 3D image. So yeah,
yeah,
I think it's worth more than his rookie card.
yeah, and certainly it maybe. Well,
It-
it's rare. It's certainly a
yeah,
lot rare. Yeah,
card number 29, 1975 tops Robin Yount rookie.
yeah, worthy card. The 70s need some picks. And this would probably be next, but I didn't have room for it this year.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to think who
First
else
year,
is, oh, Molitor has to come up. Oh, Molitor's not in yet, huh?
is that a suggestion?
I guess so. I just started looking, yeah.
78 Molitor, you got it.
Molitor
That's
Trammell. I mean,
Molitor Trammell.
yeah.
Yep. Okay. 30th card, 1980, Charlotte O's orange Cal Ripken card.
Yeah, this is my Holy Grail card, so I'm voting for it. Uh,
Gotcha.
and beyond it being a personal Holy Grail card, it's the most important minor league card ever,
Yep.
and
Agreed.
I think that's pretty significant.
There's a blue one, but this orange one sets itself
Impossibly
apart.
rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have,
There's only something like 40 copies graded.
yeah. Have you ever seen one or held one or do you own one?
I've seen one, but never owned one.
I've never seen this. Never seen this card in person.
Yeah, they're tough.
31, the 1983, not tops, but the Opeachy Tony Gwynn rookie card.
I like it. I didn't vote for it, but I like that it's the Opeachy. That's a cool twist. But yeah, not enough room out of 10 on
Gotcha.
this year.
84 Fleer update of the
So
Rocket.
Clemens, I've voted for. I mean, he was pretty good. I know he's I know he's a
7 Cy Youngs.
he was pretty good.
Yeah.
And this card exploded at various different times, and is it's a nice. I like the image.
I tell you what, if he does ever get in the Hall of Fame, this card,
Yeah,
forget it.
yeah,
It'd be almost untouchable. I mean,
yeah.
it's very high now, but man, could you imagine?
Well, it's also in an era, the mid '80s where nothing was rare at all,
Right.
and this was at least had some scarcity to it.
Right, because it's in the update set.
And the
Right.
updates that was tougher than
And it
that.
kind of started that craze for XRC, for that trade it. There wasn't really too much before that, except for maybe the Ripken and 82
Right,
tops
right.
trade it. But this is really, people were chasing this card, looked crazy.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
that gives you 7.
That gives me 7. Another juicer I'm putting in, 80s. Yeah, the tops traded Tiffany here. Bonds has to be in. I mean, he was also pretty good. So, but it's 7 Cy Youngs for Clemens, 7 MVPs for Bonds. I
Yep.
mean,
They're
those are both untouched numbers, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that gets, and this is the right pick for Bonds. That card.
Yeah.
Uh,
87 Donruss Maddox rookie.
Maddox is like the most unfortunate all-time great. He just does not have a
I
notable,
know.
like, his card. Yeah, I mean, this is a cool card, but yeah, it doesn't make it.
I know. A guy was so dominating too.
Yeah.
90 Lee Frank Thomas.
So I was close to voting for this. I would guess that most people would not even remotely consider this.
Mm,
The tops no name is in already.
yeah,
Right?
that's in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to me, this was a really hot. I mean, this was like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Jose Canseco 86 Donruss for the 90s.
Agreed.
There was a stretch where it was the card,
Yep.
and then, but today it's not super significant, but it had that short window of being like
Right.
the card. So
And it was the first year of Leaf coming out, and I love
right.
this set. I mean, when 89 Upper Deck came out, I liked it, but when this came out the next year, I thought it was, I don't know, there was just something about this set that I liked even more.
Yeah,
I was
totally.
chasing all the rookies, John Olerud,
Dave
Albert
Justice,
Bell.
Kevin Moss.
Yeah, the 90 Leaf set was great.
Yeah, yeah.
And now here's another card that is new, but a returnee. This was on the ballot about 3 years ago, got bumped off. And some say this started the autograph card trend, which it did. It's the first one. And that's the 90 Upper Deck Reggie Jackson auto card.
Yeah, this was an easy yes for me.
I agree.
Uh, the first pack inserted autograph card ever. I believe it's the first serial numbered card ever as
Yep.
well.
This started it.
It's too important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally agree. And I love this card.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a great card, a great
Yeah.
image too. Yeah.
Interesting card here. It's the Topps 91 Topps Desert Shield, Chipper Jones.
Yeah, it didn't get my vote. It's more of like a one-off. I don't want to say obscurity like in a negative way,
Right.
but it's more of like a blip in history as opposed to like to me as opposed to like it's a great card, but opposed to like a Hall of Fame historic
Right.
card.
It's amazing how many of these got back from Iraq.
Yeah,
I don't know where those guys, where did they
there were
pack them in, man?
there were pack wars all day long.
Or they just didn't make it there. I don't know.
Yeah.
1991 Upper Deck Michael Jordan.
Didn't vote for it. This was a super hot card for a while as well in the
Right.
90s. Yeah, I mean, actually, it also sort of started a concept. The SP. It's numbered SP1, I think, on the back.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it didn't get my vote.
Gotcha. 2 cards left, so it's one of these two. 1990. I mean, 1 card left. You have 1992 Bowman Mariano Rivera rookie.
Yeah, I voted for this. I think it's sort of a bizarre image, and it's the only rookie card of the greatest reliever ever. So it gets. I think it's a very very notable card in history. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's 1 card left, which this is a card that I want to get this year as well, and I can't believe I don't have it. And that's the 2001 Topps Chrome traded Ichiro Pujols.
Oh, very cool.
Multi rookie Hall of Famer potential here, definitely.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. That's a great card too.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, Ichiro's on the ballot next year, so he's going to. I mean, this card's probably going to get a bump
mhm.
for sure. And Pujols is a couple years after that,
Yeah.
and there's only, I think, the Molitor Trammell multiplayer Hall of Fame card. I
Mm.
can't think of anything else that has multiple players on it, and this would be right there. And these 2 players, no disrespect to Molitor and Trammell, but
No, no.
these 2 guys, Ichiro and Pujols, oh my God,
They're higher on the ladder.
they're
Yeah.
legends. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right. I don't think there's another. There's a couple basketball and football like that, but I don't think
Right.
there's another baseball. Well, yeah. Is there like a double play from the 30s with like Johnny Mize and
I think if 41 double play, I know Phil
like Eno
Rizzuto's
Slaughter?
on.
Maybe Eno Slaughter and Johnny Mize
I
share a
think that
card.
might be
Something like
one.
that.
Yeah, I think you're right. I know Phil Rizzuto is in that set. I know Johnny Mize is in that set, but if Mize in there with Slaughter, I have to check, but that could
Yeah.
be one definitely.
But that's
So
also a bit of an oddball
yeah,
card. So yeah.
definitely.
But yeah,
So
this is an amazing card, and yeah.
we're reviewing your cards that you picked,
Okay.
and you have the 92 Bowman Mariano Rivera.
Yeah.
Was first one. The 1990 Upper Deck Reggie Jackson autograph card.
Yeah.
And then the 86 Topps traded Tiffany Barry Bonds. 84 Fleer update Roger Clemens.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
1980 Charlotte O's Orange Cal Ripken. 1967 Topps Tom Seaver rookie card. Love this card.
Yeah.
And then we have to go back a little ways through the 50s.
No 50s votes. I did it.
49 Bowman Campy rookie.
Yeah.
And then after that, go back a little further again to the 34 Gaudy Hank Greenberg rookie. Love this card too.
Yep.
And then we have the 33 Gaudy Jimmy Fox. And the Ramley Walter Johnson.
Yeah.
Great list. I got to tell you. It's
super,
spread out.
super. Yeah, I tried to. Yeah, super fun to fill these lists out.
Definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, and I have the one suggestion, 78 Mollard. I don't know if you thought of anything else while you were looking at it, but
I did. I have a few. I know you have
cool.
a billion. So do you actually want more suggestions, or are you
Absolutely.
overloaded?
No, bring them on.
So I would say that 18. Do we say the 1800s? I think are underrepresented. Like I think there's a the Allen and Ginter Cap Anson maybe would be one I would recommend.
That's been recommended too.
49. So I was thinking when we are doing the 49 Bowman's, like, is the Jackie Robinson in there? And it's not. I would actually put his 52 tops in there before the 52 tops. Jackie Robinson seems like that should be.
Okay. Let me see. I'll bring up what's currently in there. And I don't know if people can see that, but yeah, the Jackie
His
Robbins,
53 is already in, and his 50. Oh, he's already got 3 cards.
he's got the 48 Leaf, 50 Bowman, and 53 tops.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's getting crowded with Jackie. 52. Yeah, I feel like 52 tops. I would say next. Although it's 49 Bowman, also a good pick. It's too many.
You can put it on, man. If you
Whatever, all of them. Yeah, just put them all in. The Mahler Trammell, and then I would I would like to see going into the 90s more. Like I would say, like for me, the Reggie Jackson, it was a great card that should be in right away, and like a finest refractor from the first year, probably
yes,
Griffey.
that would be, I think, 93, right?
Yeah, 93 finest
I've
refractor
gotten
Griffey.
quite a few about picking either the Bonds or the Griffey from
Bonds or the
93.
Griffey, or the Nolan Ryan, but probably Griffey. Yeah.
Yep, that started what you would say the refractor shiny
That's
age,
yeah,
is
it's
without a doubt.
game changer.
Yeah, it's just like you were saying about the 90 Upper Deck Reggie with the autograph. 93 finest, without a doubt, started the craze that we have today with
Yeah.
refractors and shiny cards. Definitely. That's a great pick.
That's what yeah, so there you go.
Okay. Any more, or was that it?
That's all I wrote down. There's probably 100 others, but yeah.
Well, that was awesome, Chris. I really appreciate you doing this again. And you once again did not disappoint. You have some great cards in here: Ramley, Walter Johnson, the Jimmy Fox. That Ripken card is hanging in there strong, man. I'm telling you, that
Yeah.
orange Ripken is a really great card.
Love to see that get in.
Yep. You might see that. So
Got a chance?
it's got a chance.
All right, cool.
But yeah. Well, Chris, I really appreciate you coming on and doing this. People, don't forget to go out there and vote. The voting ends next week, May 13th. I'll have the link down again below. Click on the ballot link, go and vote, and let's try and break the record. And the record was about 561 votes a couple years ago. We're getting pretty close to that. So I appreciate, Chris, you coming out and doing this once again, man. And thank you so much.
Yeah, super fun, man. I hope to do it every year. So
Yeah, absolutely, man.
yeah,
Here you go. Here you guys have it. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out and watching. Take care.
thanks everyone.